So the Minnesota Vikings have just recently traded for Cam Akers, and one of my subscribers has asked me to realistically rebuild the Minnesota Vikings. So that is what we are going to be doing here today. But before we get into this video, if you guys could like and or subscribe, the channel so far has been doing actually very, very good. And to sweeten the deal for you guys, if you guys like and subscribe, I will be checking, and I failed today's rebuild. I failed to win a Super Bowl for the Minnesota Vikings. I will be giving away a Justin Jefferson jersey, and I'm not kidding when I say that. For you to win this, you have to like, subscribe, join the Discord, and I will randomly select one of those people who liked, subscribed, and joined the Discord. So if I lose today, I will be giving out Justin Jefferson jersey. I will announce the winner in the next video if I do lose today. So I'm really hoping I don't, because I don't even make a lot of money on my channel, and I'm being dead ass about that. So I could be losing money by making videos here. Really hope you guys do go to enjoy the video. But apart from that, guys, let's just get into it. First things first, Kirk Cousins. I think it is extremely disrespectful that this dude is a normal dev quarterback. He is 35, normal dev. Obviously, we're going to have to move on from him in Madden, but in real life, he's been killing it. He's been doing great in real life, even though, yes, the Vikings are 0-2. Go look at his stats. He's been one of the most consistent quarterbacks for, I believe, the past 4 or 5 years. Look at this. It's so consistent with Minnesota. I mean, for the past 3 years here, he's a plug-and-play guy. Whenever you plug and play, you know exactly what you're getting from him every season. Look at his pass rating through the seasons. It's all similar other than last year, but still, last year wasn't a horrible year. 14 receptions was kind of bad, but at the same time, he is plug and play. You know exactly what you're getting from him. He's hit his ceiling, but that's fine. He can do just enough if you put pieces around him with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, KJ Osborne, TJ Hawkinson, a solid offensive line here. It was a great move overall to get Cam Akers, I think, because Alexander Mattison really hasn't been doing that well in in Minnesota. He just hasn't kicked in. He hasn't lived up to the hype. A lot of people were drafting him in fantasy early on, and I didn't go for him, thank God, because now he's the RB2 back here. I'm not really a huge fan of Cam Akers too. I'm a Florida State fan. He's from Florida State. He just doesn't put up a lot of production, but he definitely wasn't a bad trade for a late round pick. Defensively, this is where it gets bad. Specifically, the defensive backs. Byron Murphy is really the only good guy here. Andrew Booth hasn't really lived up to the hype. And then Harrison Smith, very, very good, of course, the hitman himself. Danielle Hunter still messing it up. Davenport, how do I really feel about him? I feel like he's good when he's on the field, but that's the problem. He's not on the field very much. Overall, there's a lot of fixing here to do. Danielle Hunter and Harrison Smith, our two superstars, are pretty old. Byron Murphy is probably the only upside, I would say, to this team, because he is 25, star dev. Easily the best DB we have here. A lot of people would consider Harrison Smith a DB. A safety and a DB are two different positions. I've had people tell me like the safety and DB are the same technically secondary position. I don't care. They're two different positions. I don't know why I'm getting stingy about that, but you guys know what I mean. Sorry for stuttering. I'm so bad today with that. And apart from that, let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3, coming back from the 0-2 start on the season in real life, and Madden maybe gave us the win, unlike real life. Scouting national focus, it has to be anything on defense. I want to do DB or defensive back. Actually, defensive back is the strength of the class, and I'm specifically scouting it with one of my scouts, of course. So I want to do that because Byron Murphy is the only guy we really have there, and technically I need a new strong safety because Harrison Smith's a safety and it's part of the second year. Yeah, I'm kidding. But Danielle Hunter, I would like him back for another year. 5 years, you're smoking something else, dude. I don't know what you're on. I'm not signing you for 5 years, Danielle Hunter. All right, 1 year is what I'll do for now. We'll wait on that. KJ Osborne, I don't need him. He wants to be in a warm weather state. I can't control that. I don't need him. I have Jordan Addison. If he wanted to play here, I wouldn't mind resigning him, but he doesn't want to be here. Don't really want Marcus Davenport either. Ezra Cleveland, he doesn't like our scheme. He wants a mentor. That's fine. I'll just pay him the money. It's not even a really bad contract. He's young, and he has star dev as well. He's going to be our future left guard. Everyone else here, Kirk, I wouldn't mind another season, but here's the thing. This is Madden. I like him in real life. I really like Kirk in real life. Hot take here, really hot take. Kirk is a top 10 quarterback. That is me. Another hot take. Kirk is better than Dak Prescott. If you want, I know it seems like I'm a Dak hater. I just don't see it. I don't see why he's so he's so loved. I don't understand it. Like, he's America's team. He has a great team around him still. And I'm not trying to hate on Dak. I'm just trying to give Kirk his respect. The dude's been really, really, really consistent. He's a plug-and-play guy. But in Madden, he's 35. He's old. My only interest here would be the mentor tag. So since he's 35 and old, he's going to drop hard in terms of, in terms of overall, which will then drop his contract. And he wants to be here because he's going to be at the top of the depth chart. Well, I hate to break it to you, Kirk, but I'm only going to keep you because you're a mentor tag and I want it for my rookie quarterback that I'm going to draft above you. Christian Darrisaw, I'll probably just not accept his option and just decide to pay him. But anyways, let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, 10-7, top of the division, taking the division, here to face Jordan Love in the 10-7 Green Bay Packers, just barely stealing it from them. Kirk Cousins did amazing. Probably his best year of his career, top 3 for MVP. Very, very good year, 5th best offense in the NFL. 30th defense kind of makes sense. 36 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, 116 pass rating, and 4,700 yards. God, I'm really bad with this today. Probably his best season of his career. Cam Akers, almost 300 touches, 3.5 per carry isn't good, but 14 touchdowns, 1,000 yards is nice at least. Justin Jefferson, 106 receptions, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns. KJ Osborne, 12 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Jordan Addison with a solid rookie season with 4 touchdowns, 904 receptions. I think Jordan Addison's going to get like at least 8 touchdowns this year. He's already been balling at the start of the season. I'm pretty sure he already has 2 touchdowns. Jordan Hicks, 132 tackles, tackles for a loss, 17 for Harrison Phillips, sacks, 8.5 for Danielle Hunter, interceptions 5 for Byron Murphy. That's good to see. Safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns, 1 for Harrison Smith, and 1 for Patrick Jones. Okay, so the defensive stats honestly didn't look that bad. I guess they just gave up a lot of yards. But we are 10-7. Can we beat our divisional rivals who are second in the division to move on to the divisional round? And we do. This is where it's going to end. Everybody knows I hate the Cowboys in simulation because they're godly. They're godly in Madden. It's so frustrating. You can't ever win against the Cowboys in Madden. It's so frustrating. And just because we're in the NFC, I might have to give up a Justin Jefferson jersey in this video. But anyways, let's move into the offseason. And the Cowboys beat the Bills in the Super Bowl. Micah Parsons wins the Super Bowl MVP. I can't even complain about it anymore. I just know it's going to happen. They're going to win every single video. I don't think I made a single rebuild where the Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. Micah Parsons wins Defensive Player of the Year as well. Byron Young on the Rams wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Bijan wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Maybe I should have put Jordan Addison at the receiver too, so that way he could have got more reps. But let's see the team upgrades here. Probably KJ Osborne, superstar. He does. That puts things in a predicament for me because he is 27 now, right? If he doesn't want to be here, I'm not going to pay him. He did have a really good season, but I have faith in Jordan Addison. So I'm going to keep it that way. Kirk Cousins goes up to star dev. He should be more like superstar after that season. Byron Murphy goes up to superstar. Anything else here? Lewis Seen goes up to... Why is he not the starter? Why is he not the starter on the defensive lineup? Okay, he goes up to superstar. I have no idea why. Maybe he was playing a sub linebacker position, but let's see the 2023 retirements going into the NFC North. We have, okay, Robbie Gould and Patrick something. I think that's the long snapper. They don't create a long snapper position in Madden, but let's get into the re-signings. For the re-signings, Christian Darrisaw, since he doesn't have an interest anymore, like a lower interest, I am actually going to take his option here. KJ Osborne, if he doesn't want to be here, we won't make it to an 85. If he doesn't want to be here, I'm not going to accept him. Marcus Davenport, just not really interested in. And Kirk Cousins' contract, ooh, that's bad. He wants to be a historic champ now. He doesn't want to be number 1 on the roster. His contract went down. Can I just pay him more? Because he just doesn't want to be here anymore. Because before it was $37 million for a year. Will he just accept 34? He accepts 34. Okay, so we save $3 million by waiting. I'm only going to have him here for 1 more year because I am going to get a different quarterback because he is great. But in Madden, I can't keep him long term. So let's move into free agency. After free agency, I got edge rusher Josh Allen to replace Marcus Davenport. So a huge signing for us, huge deal. 7 years, almost $100 million in his salary. Levi Wallace on a 1-year deal, just a plug-and-play guy, just for 1 year, kind of like a rental. But let's move into the draft. Ooh, Adrian Burton out of Miami, 5'10", 180, a little bit short, but A catching, B man coverage, B press, B zone coverage, elite jumping. This guy looks like a baller. I'm taking Adrian Burton here. Adrian Burton out of Miami, 92 speed, 90 acceleration, 5'10", 180, Great across the board. Very well-balanced player. He's going to be our first-round pick. John Nash, South Carolina, 6 foot, 250 at 6 foot. Dude is built. Elite jumping as well. Great speed, skills. B's very well balanced. John Nash out of South Carolina is going to be a hidden development player. 88 speed, 87 acceleration, field general type. Desperately needing middle linebacker after losing Jordan Hicks, and our linebacking core wasn't strong to start with, but the defense is now significantly improving with a lot of youth. So this is the team going into the next season. Yes, I know I said I was looking for a quarterback, but there wasn't any good quarterbacks on the board, so I did go DB, and Kirk just came off the 3rd best league MVP season. I definitely need one in this next upcoming season. He's already regressed 4 overalls. He had a great year. Even though you have a great year in Madden, it's stupid. You won't progress. You will always regress. I know they added a regression slider, but at the same time, if you're top 3 for MVP, you shouldn't go from an 84 to an 80. You should go from an 84 to like an 88, bro, at least. Or maybe even a 90. Like, it's ridiculous how that doesn't improve your overall and it just makes you go down, which is really, really lame, but it is what it is. Jordan Addison is going to be the starting receiver too now. Gonna generate the best lineup. Looks like the AI did pick a quarterback. Actually, hold up. That might be good because I just generated the best lineup. Clark Cloud. He is wearing number 02 as a quarterback? That's tough. That's tough. Out of USC. Clark Cloud of U. Okay, I guess it's the backup to Caleb Williams, I guess. But short accuracy, throw power. He's pretty athletic in terms of acceleration, agility. 83 throw power is like bomb status, but I guess he's more of a runner because his play action is really good. His short accuracy is really good. So he throws checkdowns, runs play action, and hands the ball off is basically what he does, which is fine, I guess, but maybe we'll start him in the next season. I don't know. Nash is a 73 overall. That's a great pick. Looks like the AI picked up this guy named Vikk, not with 2 Ks. It's definitely not me, but yeah, as you can tell, it obviously looks like me, even though you've never seen my face. Burton is a 76 overall. I'm going to start him at the 2 here and leave Wallace at the 3. Maybe he can get a superstar dev or above, or maybe he just comes with it. But this defense has a lot of youth here and a lot of potential to be really, really good. Vikk, we're going to start at the starting rush defensive tackle. Burton starting slot. Nash starting sub linebacker. I'm going to put Akers getting all the touches here. And it looks like our slot receivers really aren't that good, but it's fine. We have a really good quarterback from the previous season. Really good team overall. The defense has a lot of youth on it, but let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark. 2-4, bottom of the division. 2-5, might I add. It's the defense. I mean, I guess it's just because, I mean, our defense is an 83 overall. Our offense is an 84. And 83 and 84 doesn't necessarily, okay, you know, it's fine. I always go Kansas City defense, but that always works for a 4-3 team. That always works for a 4-3. So 3-4. Steelers, everyone says is good, but I've never used a Steelers playbook and it actually pan out for me. The Vegas playbook is terrible. I know that. People tell me to use it. I'm going to use Baltimore's. Sometimes Baltimore's is really good and sometimes it's like really bad. I don't know what to do with it. 3-4 schemes I hate, and I just kind of have to deal with it throughout the video. I have to thug it out. But do I take quarterback here? Wide receiver, it's not even a strength of the class. Because the other guy, I don't even know if he will be good, and I don't want to take a gamble on it either. I'll probably just trade him away, but I can't have Kirk for long, so I'm not going to take a risk. I'm just going to go with QB here for now, because I will have to replace Kirk Cousins. And choose a draft class, players ready to negotiate. I'm just going to keep the auto-generated rookies. Justin Jefferson, of course, I want to pay you a little bit more money than that. Yeah, $30 million a year seems about right. And Byron Murphy, of course, I want to pay you as well, 5-year deal. And he wants more money. Okay. Danielle Hunter. Again, I'm not giving you 5 years. I'll do 2 years and increase the bonus. How about that? He resigns on that. Good stuff. Harrison Phillips, I'll do 1 year, bro. 1 year sounds good to me. And he wants a longer-term deal. Levi Wallace, your rental. Don't need him. Cameron Bainum. Alexander Madison, not interested in. Kirk Cousins doesn't even want to be here. Lewis Seen, I probably will. I probably won't accept his option because I just want to re-sign him and get it over with. But trade offers for my free safety. What do you have for me? These are all bum. Dude, at least give me a good pick or something. Let me see. 4th round pick for Bainum. Cool. Sounds good to me. Just wanted to get that out of the way because he didn't want to be here anymore. Might as well just trade him and get something for him. So let's move in to the playoffs. And we finished 6-11, bottom of the division. Obviously, the playbook did nothing. Team's a high overall, but EA's like, nah, we don't give a shit. Anyways, Kirk Cousins still had a great season, not as good as last season. 22nd best offense. How? Defense, understandable. Kirk Cousins, not as good as last year, but still a good season. 107 pass rating, 36 touchdowns to 10 receptions, 4,100 yards. Cam Akers, 3.9 is still not good enough, but 12 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. A little bit better than last season. Justin Jefferson, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns. Why is Jordan Addison not getting involved? That's really annoying. Defensively, John Nash, 130 tackles for a rookie is amazing. 23 tackles for a loss for the rookie is amazing. Sacks, 9.5 for Josh Allen, 7.5 for Danielle Hunter. Interceptions, 7 for Harrison Smith is amazing. Safety, 0. Defensive touchdowns, 0. Harrison Smith will probably get X Factor, which will help a little bit if he doesn't retire. But we got to do something. Let's move in to the offseason. Here we are as the Eagles get their revenge on the Chiefs. Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott wins the league MVP. Yeah, that'll never happen. John Nash wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. So that should be another superstar linebacker on our linebacking core. 2024 retirements, NFC North. Thank God Hitman did not retire. I still need him. He's probably going to be an X Factor after getting 7 interceptions. And adjust lineup. What are we going to have for our quarterback position? The X Factor, okay, this AI just casually picks an X Factor quarterback. I was going to say we're going to move on from this guy because he won't develop in time. He'll develop in time. He'll develop in time. Where is... He's a 5th round pick. That's whenever I stopped drafting. I stopped drafting after the 4th round. Yeah. Kirk Cousins is a superstar now. He doesn't want to play for us. His only value here would be a mentor, and I could just sign a mentor for cheaper. That's so stupid. I might have to play a 5th year. TJ Hawkinson gets the, gets superstar dev, of course. Defensively, what do we have? Nash goes up to superstar. Harrison Smith goes up to X Factor. Burton only has star dev. That's fine, though. Who's Blackman? Kai Blackman out of USC. He has apparently star dev. That's fine. And Vikk, after having 23 tackles for a loss as a rookie, he doesn't go to superstar. A little bit upsetting, but I'm not upset with our 2nd string quarterback that the AI picked as an X Factor. Let's move into the re-signings. For the re-signings, Byron Murphy doesn't want to be here anymore, which really sucks because now I have to pay him extra, and he's not interested in signing. Guess what? I'm not interested in caring. I'm re-signing you. Lewis Seen has lower interest now, so I'm going to tag his 5th year option. Harrison Phillips. I don't want to do a 2-year. I'll do 1 year and increase your bonus. How about that? Free agency will help me in the long run. Shut up. Levi Wallace, I'll do another 1 year with you if you want that. And he's going to free agency too. Nobody wants to be here. I mean, we are 6-11, but we have an X Factor quarterback. The future is bright. Byron Murphy, you're getting tagged. We have $17 million. That's not really enough to pick up a stud. I'll take a peek, but if there's nothing there, I'll just skip it to the draft. So let's move into it. So the Niners are offering me 2 first-round picks and a 6 and a 7 to move up to number 5. I don't like anything at 5, so I'm just going to take that from the Niners, even though to move up to number 5 from 24, it would be a lot harder. They're going to take a left outside linebacker. That's fine. Go to pick 24, and then I think I want a defensive end if he's still there. Don't really think he is. He is. Leonel Hardy is the guy that I wanted before. A tackle, F finesse moves, I know, but he's good athleticism. Going to replace Harrison Phillips. A tackle, B power moves, B awareness. Normal dev. Really sucks. That's fine. I'm glad I traded back. I was considering taking him at 5, but it's fine. He's going to have a high overall, probably 6'4", 280, 86 strength. I know he has F and S moves, but the A tackle and B power moves is what I wanted for my run defense. 2nd round, I'm selecting defensive tackle Mitch Friedman out of Washington. 6'2", 300 pounds. Hidden development, 90 strength is great for rookie. A power moves, A play rec, B tackle, B awareness. Looks better than the defensive end, but he's probably going to be the starter. In the 3rd round, I'm picking up middle linebacker Daryl Coles out of Georgia. 6'1", 236, hidden dev, 90 speed is nuts for a linebacker. A awareness, B man coverage, B tackle, C hit power. He looks great for a 3rd round pick. Now this is the team moving into year number 3 with our 70 overall X Factor quarterback. The team is looking really, really good. I like the offense, of course. Friedman is a 76. Coles is a 72. He's going to be playing the 2 there. Hardy is a 73. So this defensive tackle was a better pick than my 1st round pick. But I'm glad we traded back because now we're going to have 2 1st round picks from the Niners in this upcoming draft. Great backfield here. The team is really shaping up nicely. I just need my QB to develop. Hopefully he can do that in this season. Going to keep the same playbook, see how we do from there. Our defense is an 83 overall, and our offense is 87. We should be doing pretty good. Definitely should get this week 1 win over the Lions, but let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3, second in the division here. The defense still sucks. Can someone please give me a good defensive playbook that like actually works? I'm dying here, bro. I'm dying so bad here. Extinguish the fire. I don't even know what that was. I don't even care what it was. Was it a breakout challenge? Probably. I guess we'll check in the next season. Well, in the next game. What do I want? Maybe another receiver. I don't need anything. Yeah, I really don't need anything. The team is shaping up just fine, other than my defense, who is not performing, because it doesn't matter about your overall team. It matters about your playbooks, which really blows in Madden, because it would be way better if the game was more realistic. But, of course, it will never be. Let's see what we have. I want to do New England's playbook. I should have known. Where is it at? New England? Year 3-4, right? Yeah, 3-4 scheme. That's fine with me. People say, oh, you have to adjust the schemes and the playbooks. No. I have the complete opposite for my offense, and my offense is balling right now. I've played Madden for a while. It's just, it's gay, is all I can say. Byron Murphy, I'm going to pay you extra money than I should have, but you are going to get re-signed. Christian Darrisaw, I will give you a player-friendly contract. He wants more money, you picky ass. Cam Akers is an 87, so I actually want to re-sign him because he is young as well, so he re-signs on that. Andrew Booth, yeah, good depth, but like, do I really need you? Sure, I guess as depth, I guess, because you're young. And don't need, good depth, good depth. Again, that's good depth there. He's young, yeah, it's normal depth, but it's fine. Garrett Bradbury, do I want to do 2 years? Or can I'll just draft someone new if I'm being honest. He's about to be 31. I want Harrison Smith back. 1 year deal sounds fine. Increase the bonus a little bit for him so he stays. He resigns. And anyone else here? Okay, we got Braden Mann, a new kicker, and Jordan Addison, who I don't really need to do because I'm maybe only going to do 4 seasons, might do a 5th, but let's see what we got and hopefully make the playoffs. And we finished 8-9 and missed the playoffs. But our defense is doing better. Hey, but our offense sucks. Okay. I don't know what I want. My offense or my defense. The AI won't let me have both. Okay, first start. That's not horrible. But 18th best offense, 6th best defense. Okay. 19 interceptions. Blows, dude. That's so bad. That's so bad. We're going to have to deal with it because he's wearing the number 0, which makes him cool. Cam Akers, 4.1 per carry is solid now. 9 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Justin Jefferson, 104 receptions, 1,400 yards, 5 touchdowns. Jordan Addison, 7 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Finally, he's doing good. Defensively, John Nash, 126 tackles for a loss. 19 for Josh Allen, sacks, 11 for Danielle Hunter, 10.5 for Josh Allen. Interceptions, 3 for Harrison Smith. Safeties on the team, 1 for Josh Allen. Defensive touchdowns is 0. Hopefully this is not a Marcus Wilkerson situation. If you watch my Detroit Lions 20-year rebuild where he's an X factor but he just blows on the stat sheet. So we got 1 more year, possibly 2 more. Let's make it happen in the offseason. And the Commanders beat the Jaguars in the Super Bowl. Interesting. Montez Sweat wins the Super Bowl MVP. Trevor Lawrence wins the league MVP. No awards here for the Vikings. A little bit disappointing because we really did have a strong draft class, I feel. 2025 retirements. Andy Dalton, I already see, is there. And Hitman. That sucks. That really sucks. I need to get a new strong safety. Luckily, we have 2 first-round picks this year. But adjust lineup. I should have done strong safety for the Scouting National Focus. And Cloud, still an X Factor. Anything else here? No, nothing of interest. Defensively, Cole's star dev, Allen superstar X Factor, Hunter superstar X Factor, Hardy goes up to star, which is great for us. Anything else here? No, I need a new strong safety. Defense is fine other than that. I'm probably going to get another receiver just for our quarterback and then maybe a new center, but let's move into the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, Christian Darrisaw doesn't want to be here. I'm doing player friendly again. I'm going to tag him if he doesn't want to be here. He resigns. Jordan Addison, I'll just do his 5th year. Garrett Bradbury, I'm just going to move on from. He's already regressing. I can pick up someone cheaper than him. I will go get a punter and a kicker and potentially a new center or something like that in free agency. So let's move into it. After free agency, I got a punter, a kicker, and I also got Jamison Williams as a receiver 3. I went after Zach Martin. I gave him the most money out of anyone by far, and 3-year deal. Gave him way more money than Saints. He just said nah and just went to the Saints on a 1-year deal, which sucks for me, but let's move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up Harrison Smith's replacement, Cliff Meekins out of South Carolina, 5'11", 216, 89 speed, 91 acceleration, hidden dev, very solid across the board, and A hit power. We got our new hitman here. He's also 5'11", but he's not white, so it doesn't matter. And with my other first-round pick that I got from the Niners, I'm picking up a new right guard, Eric Franz out of Florida, 6'4", 334 pounds. Not very athletic, but he does have 88 strength. Hidden dev, A impact block, A lead block, very solid across the board with his other skills as well. He's going to be the new right guard. And with my second-round pick, I'm picking up this left guard who's going to move into center to replace Garrett Bradbury, Mark Reeves out of South Carolina, 6'3", 332 pounds, 87 strength. Hidden dev, very similar to the last guy, but definitely more of a run blocker. Now, this is the team moving into the fourth and possibly the final season. Keep in mind, our quarterback still is only a 78, despite the X Factor development trait, because developments only matter for progression, and then your results and the outcome of how your team actually performs is based on I'm blanking right now, is based on overall and playbooks. Specifically playbooks more than overall. I was trying to manage these offensive linemen that I just drafted. Gonna move Reeves inside to center. He's more of the run blocker that I mentioned before, but he's gonna move inside to center, and hopefully this team can do good. We're an 86 overall, so I think that should manage for sure. And yeah, the offensive line still looks good. Offense still looks good. Jamison Williams, a new weapon for our X-Factor quarterback. Looks like the AI picked up that guy. Meekins is a 79 overall. That was a baller pick. And anything else here? No. Everyone else looks good the way they are. I'm going to start Blackman over Andrew Booth just because of the star dev. And actually, I forgot to start the other linebacker. Okay, and the quarterback did develop, completely blowing out the rest of our division as we're 13-4. I wonder who has the number 1 seed. Oh, wow, it's the Cowboys. Who would have guessed? It's so crazy. Anyways, let's see what we got here for the stats and awards for our QB. Did he ball out? Absolutely he did. Show me league MVP. Clark McLeod, balling out, number 0 as a quarterback. It's so tough, bro. So tough. One of the quarterbacks needs to switch. 5th best offense, 4th best defense, top 5 in both categories. 45 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, 4,300 yards, 120 pass rating, almost 121. Cam Akers, 16 touchdowns, 4.2 per carry, 1,200 yards. It's probably superstar dev. Solid and average, but 16 touchdowns is pretty good. Justin Jefferson, 1,400 yards, 19 touchdowns is ridiculous. Jamison Williams, 16 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Jordan Addison goes back to being mid, but Jamison Williams is going to get superstar here. Defensively, John Nash has been a great pickup ever since we drafted him. 124 tackles for a loss, 21 for Hardy, who's actually been pretty good even though he only came with normal dev. Sacks, 11.5 for Danielle Hunter, 9.5 for Josh Allen. Hardy with 4.5. Friedman with 4.5 as well. Interceptions, 5 for John Nash, 5 for Cliff Meekins, the rookie. Meekins doing pretty good. Day 1 starter tag. John Nash probably going to get an X factor here. Really good season from him. 1 safety for Mitch Friedman, and 0 defensive touchdowns. Nash should get X factor here. And I hope superstar for my strong safety because he had a really good rookie season with 5 interceptions as a strong safety. Please beat the Falcons. Thank you. We're here to face the 10-7 Carolina Panthers. I'm going to simulate this even though we haven't made it to a divisional round yet. Yes, we did. We actually beat the Cowboys. Please, we had an MVP quarterback. Please. Oh my God. EA Sports, you pay to play and you give up your money and they make nothing realistic. I'm going to do one more season. We have an X Factor MVP quarterback. I know we can be a really good team, so I know it's going to take one more year, so let's do it. Here we are after free agency as the Panthers win the Super Bowl 31-28. Bryce Young wins the Super Bowl MVP. Clark McLeod wins the league MVP. Obviously, that doesn't matter. And Cliff Meekins wins the Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's exactly what I'm looking for. This team is so good. It's so good. It just needs this final year to push it the final distance. NFC North. Linebacker for the Bears retires, but let's see what we have for the team upgrades. Meekins should have at least superstar dev, hopefully X Factor, same thing with Nash, but Cloud almost up to, well, with the boost he's an 80, with the boost he's an 89, without the boost he's an 83, then if you include the 3 XP points, 86 overall. Big brain, big quick maths, even though I can't even recite my words correctly. But Jamison Williams goes up to a superstar. These interior guys with the boost are already doing pretty good. Meekins is a superstar dev. Nash, I'm going to make an X Factor. He's been amazing for us ever since we got him. 120 tackles, 7 tackles for a loss, 5 interceptions. The dude is going nuts. The dude is going nuts. And if you guys want to cry in the comments, I don't care. It's my video. It's already uploaded. What are you going to do about it? Exactly. Nothing. You can't do anything about it. 87 overall team. Quarterback's definitely going to be a baller. I can't believe you win MVP and only get 3 XP points, but let's move into the re-signings. For the re-signings, Lewis Seen is here. Do want him back for the final year. Give him the money just to make sure he stays. Adrian Burton, I didn't even need to accept that because we're going into the final year. Daniil Hunter, might as well have him for the final season. I basically just put him on the 5-year deal that I refused to give him for so long. Mekhi Blackman, I'll just give him the very player-friendly. I want him for the final year as depth. And everyone else here not interested in. And honestly, I don't really need anyone free agency. I'm going to see if there's a stud, but if not, I'll just skip to the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up right defensive end Joseph Bradfield out of Boise State, 6'2", 260, 85 strength, 85 acceleration, hidden development. He's going to complete our defensive line. We really need nothing else. And in the second round, I'm picking up a second-string tight end because why not? Harvey Dorsey out of Washington, 6'5", 255, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 90 agility for a tight end who's 6'5", 255 is really good. Hidden development, A catching, A spec catch, B carrying, B catching traffic. Now, this is the team going into the 5th and final season. If I cannot win it here, I lose the rebuild objective, which is to win the Super Bowl, and we haven't even made it to a conference championship yet. We've had a quarterback situation. The team is stacked. I forgot that we didn't have Brian O'Neill. Did I just not re-sign him? Man, he might have just retired or I just completely missed him. That's my bad. But Bradfield is a 74 overall, which definitely is not bad at all. We're going to do this and adjust the lineup so that way the AI recognizes him. Blackman, Andrew Booth, and it doesn't really matter. Meekins, Superstar Dev is awesome. Wow, he progressed a lot faster than Lewis Seen. How old is Lewis Seen? He's only 27. He hasn't even started regression yet. Wow, Meekins is just a lot better. But specialist, Bradfield, Blackman, Coles. Coles did actually pretty good in that position, sub linebacker at the second string there, so I'll leave him there. But anyways, guys, apart from that 5th and final season, I'm not doing another one after this one. Vikings, take me to the playoffs and the Super Bowl. Here we are in the playoffs, 12-5, top of the division, once again blowing out the rest of our division. The Niners have a really good overall team, but I'm going to be pissed if I lose to a 9-8 team after going back-to-back 13-4, then 12-5. Clark McLeod continues to be a baller. Best offense in the NFL. 4th best defense. Better than last year. McLeod 6 for MVP this year. Still, great season. 32 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. 4,500 yards. 110 pass rating. Cam Akers 19 touchdowns. 5.0 per carry. 1,400 yards. Another great season from him. And Justin Jefferson continues to ball just like every season. 1,400 yards. 7 touchdowns. Jordan Addison 11 touchdowns. 1,100 yards. He just plays whenever he wants to. And then Jamison Williams just completely fell off. I mean, it's still a solid season, but it's nothing to brag about, really. Defensively, John Nash, not nearly as good as his previous years, but still solid. Tackles for a loss, 19 for Mitch Friedman. Sacks, 7.5 for Mitch Friedman, who's actually turned out to be really good. Josh Allen, 7.5. Daniil Hunter is regressing at 6.5 here. Bradfield, the rookie, gets 5.5 with 8 tackles for a loss. Hardy with 12 tackles for a loss. Interceptions, 2 for John Nash. I'm glazing this guy 24/7. 0 safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns. The Niners, they're a good team. I just better not lose to a 9-8 team. If we somehow beat this, they have a really good team. I don't know if I'm actually going to win this. Thank God. But we are here to face the 88 overall Seattle Seahawks. We haven't won a divisional round. We're 0-2 in the divisional round. I'm not going to lose again. I'll jump in if I need to. Here we are against the Seattle Seahawks. They're going to start off 7-0. Our number 1 offense strikes back with 7, 10-7, 14-10. Okay. It's going to be 21-10 at halftime. Good stuff. 16-21. It looks like they didn't get their extra point for some reason. 28-16 here. Just hold them. Hold. 16-28. We're going to win our first divisional round with our X-Factor quarterback. Let's move on to the conference championship. Here we are in the conference championship. Here to face the Atlanta Falcons, who we beat them in the wild card last year. We're 2 overalls higher than them. I think we can win this, but they're 14-3. Here we are against the Atlanta Falcons. They're going to start out with nothing. We're going to start out 7 on the board. 7-3 now. Come on, number 1 offense, do something. 14-3 in the second quarter, 14-3 at halftime, 21-3 now. Good stuff. Don't get to 28-3. We'll make the Falcons fans have flashbacks, but 28-16 is going to end in the same score. Yeah, it's going to end in the same score as the last one, except this time we were the away team. 28-16 as we're going to be moving on into the Super Bowl. That's the one team I didn't want to play. I don't know how the Chiefs are 9-8. That just shows you how rigged Madden is, but they're a 90 overall team. Probably the highest overall team in this Madden simulation. They're 9-8. The two teams I never want to play in Madden is the AFC Kansas City Chiefs or the NFC Dallas Cowboys. But let's see the team upgrades. Cam Akers goes up to Superstar. Hawkinson goes up to X Factor. That's awesome to see. Defensively, Friedman, Superstar Dev. Bradfield has Superstar Dev. That's sick to see. Coles, I don't know why he is not playing his position he's supposed to be, but good upgrades on the team. Very good place to be here. Of course, we're in the Super Bowl. Just to cap it off, we need to beat the Chiefs here. If I lose, I have to give away a Justin Jefferson jersey. Please, please, Madden Sim Gods, be on my side and just give me the win because I have the higher record, even though I just beat the Falcons. Please, just give it to me. Here we are against the Kansas City Chiefs as we're going to be starting out 7-0. They're going to strike back with 7. Come on, get some more points on the board. Should be a high-scoring game, hopefully, for us. 14, now 17, 17.5, 24-17. Dude, offense, you got to put up numbers to win. Did you know that? 24-24, 31-24. Just hold them. 38-31. Hold. 38-31. Your Vikings win their very first ever Super Bowl, I believe. I'm pretty sure they've lost. Didn't they lose? No, Bills lost 4 in a row. Pretty sure this is the Minnesota Vikings' first ever Super Bowl win, and it comes in so clutch for me on the final year. 38-31. Very good game from 2 X-Factor quarterbacks. Yeah, they both had a really good game. We just had 1 less interception than Patrick Mahomes. But apart from that, let's see who your Super Bowl MVP is. Your Super Bowl MVP is the 5th round Superstar X-Factor Kirk Cousins replacement quarterback Clark McLeod. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. There are no other awards here for the Minnesota Vikings. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I thank you guys all for watching. Final look of the team comes in clutch at the end of the year. Very, very good team. Very, very hard fight till the end here. And apart from that, guys, thank you guys all for watching once again. We'll see you guys all in the next one.